That's assuming that, I mean, you're talking about quite a bit of expense now.
to replace it.
Well, if we're talking about cookies, I mean, that's another pretty good chunk of money, and now you're talking about
Yep.
doing all these residential at the same time. You're talking.
We just
a lot.
can't handle it.
I mean, I don't think 5 years would cut it. I think you're looking at 10 years maybe before
Yeah,
you'd ever
probably.
get that thing all redone up there.
And then if we,
And the engineers did make the comment when they were here, I don't know who they were there a few years ago, that you want to go to the furthest point first, if qualified, and work back to the sub. Who were those people?
Yeah, I'm trying to think who that was. now.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you went to make more sense. Sam never come. About the going, it's 300 feet, and it cost a fortune.
we'd have to bore underneath the street.
What did it cost us to do it last year, Rick? Fix it.
Fix it, John, or replace it?
Or replace it, I mean replace it.
It's just that short chunk of 300 and some feet going to another cabinet, but then we still got that old stuff. And where do you start and where do you stop, you know?
Well, you had 2 faults, really, right? You repaired the other one too, and that.
Yeah, repaired the other one.
200 feet.
And that was going out to, up to 5 acres. That was on a different
Right.
set of high voltage circuits. This is the new addition circuit.
So it'll be 300 feet for 3 wires, correct?
Yeah.
$2
Approximately
a
3.
foot. That's about $800 just for a wire.
That's
Yeah,
replacing.
but I bet we wouldn't get that project done in 5 years.
Oh, yeah, no,
Oh, no,
I'm just
that's
thinking-
more like a 10 or 15-year plan.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know,
it'd be great if we could do it that way, but I understand what you're
is
saying.
that something you do, or that's something higher done, right?
Probably hire it done because we don't have a boring machine to get underneath that street there.
You could add that on to the contract at 12 acres, just bore that in at
Yeah.
the same time.
Bore that in at the same time, then we'd have it. Because there is 1, 2, 3 high voltage sets of lines going through there. There's 9 wires of high voltage, plus there's a phone, and I think there's cable television going through there, so it's pretty congested. And we probably got from here to that tree or less rooms to get through there, because there's a shed sitting there and bushes and...
For all the wires that you...
And there's a row of pine trees there.
I don't know, they're probably all about 4 foot deep or 5.
And isn't there a row of pine trees there too?
Yeah, they kind of honeysuckle bushes or whatever they are. Yeah, and towards the street, there's pine trees there by Marlene Smith's, north of her driveway there. Do we want to fix it when
Do
we...
you want to?
Well, I'm thinking we should wait till we get contractors hired, and engineers hired.
Engineers.
Throw it in the deal.
Shorten that budget.
Oh, my
What would be
God.
the cost if we just repaired it? Well, I'd say quick fix, I guess, maybe I should say.
Oh, the splices are probably $150 a piece. You can take 3 of them, you get heat shrinks, they're probably $50 a piece, so that's $250, about $300, plus you're digging labor.
1,000 into it, so it's just to be, so it's up and running, I guess, is what I'm looking at.
It takes about 2 hours per splice to fix it.
Time to make that right decision.
Yeah.
Although, is that in a serious loop? There's one that blew out, is that a...
Yeah, that's in the loop.
It's in a loop, so...
Yeah, we can we're feeding up by the Presbyterian Church and behind Dickie Albright's and around behind Tommy Schrader's and back down that way. Normally, we just feed from Marlene Smith back behind Roy Russell where he's living now, and then feed on around back to the Presbyterian Church, but it also feeds down, I think behind Beth's house, and goes down the alley that way towards, I don't remember where you're going. Maybe Darrell and Lux.
Patch it for now, and then next time we've got it in case something happens again. We won't be scrambling trying to get,
Trying to get another feed in there somewhere, because,
yeah.
You know where it's at, though,
you know,
the break.
it's about 3 or 4 foot deep. I had a white circle on it, and I hope it's still there. I know where it's at, so. So you want me to fix it for now?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to fix the thing and
Okay, then we'll,
I'm gonna have to have a motion.
To
repair it.
I think I'll make a motion that we just repair it.
Yeah.
okay.
It's a maintenance issue.
Yeah, I don't think we do
It's
it.
not a.
Yeah. I just wanted you guys to be aware.
Just soon have a motion, that way we're covering all the bases.
Okay, motion to repair it.
I'll second that motion.
Wherever it is in this weight circle.
Circles all over town, come on, John.
You should be there and standing.
Been a motion made
Next year.
to repair the loop line, correct? Behind Marlene Anderson's,
No, Marlene Smith.
or Marlene Schmidt, yeah, Marlene Schmidt, whatever.
Figure out that.
I'd be out in the country.
I'm gonna have to loop out there.
Up around, it's been seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carried.